So you're in like magnificent shape and stuff. So let's just let the audience in on this. You and I aren't 20 or 21 years old. So let's just say I'm just kind of curious, how are you keeping your body like going? Like what are you doing to keep it that doesn't fall apart like everybody else is, like a football player or even any of the professional wrestlers that have been around 20, 30 years? Like, do you have any advice you could give to people, like what you do?
You got to take care of yourself, man. Diet is a huge factor for me. Um, I really only eat clean, organic as much as possible. I mean, obviously, like sometimes you're on the road and you got to eat the shitty truck stop dinner at 2 a.m. But I hate it. I don't eat fast food at all if I can avoid it. I don't eat anything that's like fried, empty carbs, like none of that. All of my food is nutritionally dense. I do take a lot of supplements. That's part of it too. Tons of hydration. You can never underestimate that. So I just drink like gallons of water every day. And yoga. You know, you got to move all your joints no matter what kind of physical discipline you primarily do. Chances are you're working certain muscle groups pretty hard and like certain things are getting ignored. So yoga is awesome cross training for everybody. I always recommend it because you're using your whole body as well as kind of getting into a meditative state, which helps with healing. So it's a constant process. Recovery is a thing. You have to actually dedicate time to recovery, and that's tricky sometimes when you have rehearsals and training and shows and stuff. But like, I try to set aside 1 day a week that I can just like get some acupuncture or massage or like do something that helps me recover. So it's a full-time job, honestly.
Totally get you. And do you ice a lot? Like, do you ice your
Not
body?
often. I really when I was skateboarding and snowboarding, all that, and that was like my primary discipline. Yeah, because I was like constantly spraining ankles and stuff like that. But now I like really try to keep, again, like inflammation in the body is a thing that is the root cause of like almost every injury and disease. So again, diet's a big part of that, maintaining, controlling inflammation in the body. And I do like turmeric and ginger and like herbs and stuff for inflammation. So with that, like honestly, it's pretty much under control. Like I usually feel pretty good.
That's wonderful. Well, you're doing it. You're always active. So I think what you're doing anyway is working for you, and I think it will work for a lot of other people. So we're always looking at the best way to be healthy, and most of all, if you're an athlete, preserve your body the best way you possibly could. But so
Absolutely.
so you did the training, and then what would you say? Because where was your takeoff point? Where did you start off with some basic indies, and did you just earn it? Was it one of those things, kind of like everything else? Like you have a friend that said, "Hey, take a look at this person, and yeah, we could use you."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that definitely happens for sure. Yeah, you just got to put yourself out there, and you got to be willing to do a lot of shitty road trips, and not make a lot of money for a while, and just really, there's a lot of dues to be paid in anything, in in everything, really. But yeah, when I got picked up by Ring of Honor, it was because I was training with Delirious, and he's amazing, and he knew that Vincent was starting this faction coming up, the Righteous. That was going to be based on kind of the Devil's Rejects and the Manson family. And Delirious was like, oh, hey, I know this girl. She's different. And kind of, showed him some videos of like some spots and stuff I was doing in class. And that's how that happened. And that just kind of was like, divine timing. Just the way that all fell into place, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are doing. I thought you guys were doing great from what I was keeping up with. At least it was also different looks. Like anyone knows my history. I was involved with the wrestling business from like 99 to 04, but like when that door shut for me, I literally fell off. So I was trying to keep up with you and a few other people, but from what I could tell, it was gelling. You definitely look different, than your group compared to other people. So. I thought,
yeah.
And that's half the battle. The day, like your look and your image, because I mean, so many things is this like that looks too much like this person. This looks like too much like that group, and where do you find being original?
Exactly, and I mean, everything's based on something else. Pop culture is a thing, and everyone gets inspiration from different places. So obviously like the Devil's Rejects was like a huge influence for us.